Yeah, Kristaps, after now, however many games it's been, 3 or 4, how much more comfortable are you feeling now? And also, if you could, did you notice that it seemed like Tim might have been favoring that groin muscle? Because, I mean, that was very unlike him tonight.
I think you could see that with every game. I'm feeling more and more comfortable out there and trying to find my groove as well as us as a group. Where we're still getting there. Tim always wants to play, and it didn't look like him tonight out there, but I'm sure he's not going to blame the groin on the game that he had, and knowing him. And I know Tim personally very close, and I know he's going to bounce back from this. He's going to put in the work necessary that he's going to bounce back from a game like this, and we're going to bounce back from a game like this as a group.
Callie?
Hey, KP. Last year it was pretty rare when you would play back-to-backs. And so what went into the decision and the process of having you play pure no limitations tonight?
Yeah. I think the staff, the medical staff, they know that I'm eager to play always, and that was the same case last year. Last year we were maybe more and more careful because I was coming back from the ACL injury. This year, yeah, I'm happy that I'm allowed to play back-to-backs. And we'll see how it works going forward. But I'm happy I was able to be out there with my teammates. It always sucks, to not be able to play the second game. Your teammates are also tired, and you want to be out there with them and try to win these games. So we fought tonight. Tough loss. Brush it off. On to the next one.
Corey?
Obviously, everyone knows what you represent, KP, as a basketball player. How far off do you think you are before you get to full strength as this team works to gel together?
Yeah, I think I'm getting there. Obviously, it's again, we have new guys that I'm playing with right now, new additions, and we don't have some guys that we're used to having. So it's always an adjustment, and it's never the same situation, and every game is different. But I feel like tonight, for me personally, was another step forward. We want to get to a place as a team where we're playing good team basketball, and that's going to have to be a sacrifice for everybody, but that's gonna make us grow, and that's gonna make us have higher energy in a lot of those situations. So that's what we're striving for.
The Pacers don't have a couple guys they're used to having.
Selfish, even though you had 15 assists yesterday, and today taking just 11 shots. Was that more of a concerted effort on your part to make sure that you were getting everybody involved and we're looking for those good shots?
I mean, what can I say? When I drive the ball, I saw like 4. Every time I drive the ball, I saw 4 people in the paint. I think that's why I only shot 11 shots. They play box and one. They keep doubling me, so I think that's why I took 11 shots and tried to get people involved.
Tomer?
Hey, Luka. So other than missing a lot of players tonight, how do you adapt and overcome this 3-game losing streak going into Wednesday's game against the Pacers?
I mean, the mentality is we gotta win the game. I don't like losing. It's terrible. I just feel bad. And when we're on on the 4-game winning streak, everybody felt great. The locker room felt happy. So we gotta go back to that and just enjoy playing basketball.
Tampeo?
Yeah, Luka, if you see that box and one defense, if you see them kind of wall you off from the paint like that in the future, do you think you handled it the way you want to going forwards? Is there anything you can learn when you look at film? Just in general, how do you think you handled it, and how do you think you're kind of approach that if you see it again?
I mean, obviously you can learn a lot with videos, obviously with the film. But I think I handled well, every time I went to the paint, I tried to look outside pass. I think just the shots didn't go in today. But we got to work on that, the whole team.
Look back at the two halves of these last two games. Of course, just last night, the first half was monstrous, 30 points, 5 assists, and then quiet in the second half tonight. As he just talked about, what he was facing had a lot to do with what he was doing. And Devin, you and I, in watching the game, and I asked you, it feels like a pretty quiet Luka night, and you said they're all over him. And obviously, he just said that he saw 4 guys every time he drove into the paint.
Yeah, when guys are struggling to make shots, you attack the most aggressive guy on the court, and that's Luka. When you take him out of the game, you force others to beat you, and lately the Mavs have not been shooting that well in order to do that. So, they did a great job of taking Luka out of what he does.
Well, great scouting report by Toronto, understanding that Luka Doncic is a big part of the Dallas Mavericks offense, whether he's scoring or passing the basketball. So create that wall. Now he understands and knows what Giannis Antetokounmpo goes through, because they try to put that wall up for him, but he's 7 foot and he stretches out 2 or 3 steps to get to half court to the basket. So it's going to be a little difficult. Luka's going to have to find a way.
And he will, as he has shown. He is learning on the fly in a hurry and adapting from game to game. For KP, he's been back now from injury for 4 games. This one may be his best, most comfortable, 23 points, 9 rebounds, and this to say.
Labsvakars, Kristaps. Do you think tonight you had a couple of great possessions where you caught the ball down low, didn't even took a dribble, just turned around it, used the bank shot, kind of Tim Duncan-esque, had the same type of possessions 2 games ago, which was your second game back. Do you think that is a shot that could be productive for you as the season goes along?
Definitely, that's been a shot that has worked for me in my career. And I was doing a lot of it in New York. Kind of went away a little bit from it while I'm here in Dallas. But it's definitely a shot that I'm comfortable with, and once I'm really in a rhythm, that's a really good look for me, and I feel comfortable knocking it down every time.
Eddie?
Hey, Rick, now that Jalen's back, what light can you shed on the process of getting him acclimated and getting him ready to play tonight? And what did you think about what he was able to do after being out for almost 2 weeks?
Yeah, all things considered, I thought he did a very good job. When guys come out of quarantine, they need to work out for a period of time. Obviously, there were no team practices that he could be involved with, so he was doing individual work. And look, tonight, we just needed the help, and so I thought he had fresh legs. I thought he had good juice. We just didn't play well as a team.
Eddie?
Rick, was it maybe a bright spot? It seemed like Kristaps was a lot more active, really at both ends of the court tonight.
Yeah, he's doing better and better. I think he's feeling better. This is the second night of a back-to-back, and he had 23 and 9. Those are good numbers. Played some at the 4, played some at the 5. So just got to keep building on it. And again, this is a murderous week, very, very difficult. But he really wanted to play tonight. The trainers thought it was fine, and I thought he did a great job.
Tim Cato?
Hey, Rick, you just said it with the murderous week. I mean, I think you could probably just describe this as a schedule loss. At the same time, even though you have the schedule working against you and a lot of players out, how do you balance that with the idea that obviously you don't want to lose any game?
Well, we've just got to be meticulous on, planning, preparation, getting the right amount of rest. We're staying over tonight here so that the guys can sleep in, so that we don't get, further out of whack with body clocks by getting into Indiana, at 2 or 2:30 in the morning or whatever time it would be. And look, we just got to, we got to circle the wagons, and we got to do better than we did tonight. And we didn't do well yesterday either. But, it's really big having Tim and JB back in the fold. It gives us a couple more guys that are veterans, that can score it, that know how to play, that play, that defend within the system. And so
you know, that's really good news for us.
Okay, and the last one is going to be to Reynes.
Hello, Coach. How did you think the team handled the box and one strategy from the Raptors' perspective? And what did you think of the way Luka was kind of letting the team play 4-on-4 on some certain occasions?